Okay, the book does use n here. But another thing we have to say is that the way I've got this set up, I'm spanning two of these x values with each trapezoid. So that n has to be an even number. Otherwise, we wouldn't divide this up evenly into trapezoids, right? Okay, so what are your trapezoidal areas? Since we understand this terminology, I'll say the midpoint altitudes, okay? Well, we'll average f of x naught and f of x2. And so forth, right? Okay? The midpoint altitudes, the rectangle, for the midpoint approximation are f of x1, f of x3, that should be f of xn minus 1, right? Okay, so that a trap plus 2 of the midpoint your area approximation would be b minus a I could do it b minus a over 2a because, of course, each trapezoid or rectangle has width 2a, right? But I'm going to do it this way, b minus a over n, and no, I'm going to go ahead and do b minus. Okay, your book's formula has b minus a over 3n, okay? I should have done this debate prior to doing this, okay? I'm still debating about whether this is the wisest way to write it down, okay? But what we're going to get then is, okay, well, when I add these, I'm going to get 1/2 f of x naught, right? And when I wrote b minus a over 2n, I had the 2 in the wrong place. It's 2 times b minus a over n. Because b minus a over n is the width of each of these, and there are 2 of them that make up each interval, right? So the width of an interval will be 2 of the b minus a over n intervals. Well, that takes care of it. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, then you're going to have times. First of all, f of x naught over 2, right? Because there's no other f of x naught. And then you're going to have plus 2f of x1, aren't you? Reason is you're weighting 2 of these to 1 of these, okay? And then it's going to be plus, well, you're going to have on x2, you're going to have half of 1 here and half of 1 here, right? So it's going to be plus f of x2. And then x3 again, you're going to have two of them because you're weighting the midpoint doubly, right? Let's see if I can actually get this in and leave myself enough space. Okay, well, when you get up to xn minus 1, there are going to be two of those, right? And then just plus a single f of x sub n. Okay? But now you're weighting these. You're weighting one of these against two of these, right? So there are three of them. So you're going to have to divide by 3. So dividing by 3, well, I can just put that down here on the end. Okay? That makes sense? So if I work this out, this is what I get. Now, what you have in your book is a little different, because what you have in your book just distributes the multiplication by 2. So you get f of x naught plus 4f of x1 plus 2f of x2 plus 4 of these and so forth until you get down to here where you just have one of these. And there's the formula in your book. So if you understand this picture and understand that we're averaging one trap against two mids, you could actually redevelop that formula yourself. Okay? But in any case, you know what to do to follow it. And as I said, I'm not going to ask you to memorize or derive that formula. I might put the derivation on as an extra credit problem for a couple of points. Okay? You probably won't need it, but it might be good to know how to do it because it's just a good exercise in understanding this kind of notation.